Keep track of your hydration and save a plant. Let's take a look at the Plant Nanny app. Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. If you are living in a place like I am, the temperatures are getting hotter, it's getting more humid, and I am sweating a lot more on a run. So I'm really needing to keep track of my hydration. I've been slacking on that for the past few weeks or months, if I'm being honest, and I really needed to get everything back on track. So if you are looking for something to kind of give you reminders and help you along the way, then let's take a look at the Plant Nanny app. The Plant Nanny app is available on both iOS and on the Google Play Store, and it is a fun way to keep track of how much you are drinking throughout the day. So let's take a look at the app itself. So we start out by opening the app. You get a daily reward each day that you check in. This is a day 2 check-in, so extra acorns. Acorns and clovers are the currency that you use in the game. You click the button in the middle of the screen in order to give your plant some water based off of how much liquid or hydration you've just had. It's given me a thumbs up for my first cup of water today. It tells me how much more I'm going to have to do. You can see the number in the middle of the screen. You can see that my plant, her name is Sunny, she is happy, she's in a good mood because she is getting plenty of water. To the left, you see that she's 5 meters tall. If you click on the ladybug, this takes you to current activities and rewards. Right now, there is the hydration challenge going on, where each day that you hydrate, you get more and better little gifts from the game. You can also pay to get more premium and exclusive gifts. However, I don't really see any real need to pay if you just want to do the free stuff. It is just as good. There are other little challenges and fun things throughout the month. Some of them you do have to be a paid subscriber to use, but for the most part, you can just watch ads in order to get rewards or stick to the free stuff. Turning our attention to the bottom of the screen, on the left-hand side, you have the market. Now, there is an option to get the paid subscription, or you can just spend your clovers and acorns in order to get various flower pots and different things within the game. There are other apps by the same developer that you can check out. Walker is one that I am using that I have reviewed before, link in the description. Moving to the next icon on the bottom, this takes you to information about your plants. You can unlock personalities with a subscription. You can change the flower pot. It just gives you overall stats about whichever plant you're growing. You can see that there are 55 different plants that you can unlock throughout the course of the game, depending on how often you hydrate and just how many levels up you can go. And in addition to all of the different plants that you have, there are also different creatures you can unlock in the game, 44 of them. You have to upgrade your greenhouse in order to unlock these. There are also quests that you can complete. As you can see, Garden Newbie is the one that I am currently working on. There's lots of different little badges that you can unlock depending on how your plants flourish and how often you hydrate. So you can just kind of play your way through the game and get different badges depending on what type of plant you are working with. Now, taking a look at our next icon, we have our stats. This tells you how much you are hydrating throughout the day. It keeps a running tally of how much you are hydrating throughout the week. And it also gives you little messages from your plant, as well as different articles that you can read about health and hydration, and a few things that, again, you have to be a paid subscriber to get to, but for the most part, this information is all free. And finally, we will turn our attention over to the settings. This is where you can actually customize a lot of the things that you are using within the app, such as syncing it to health if you are using an iPhone. So let's go ahead and do that now. We just turn on all of our access, and there we go. Whether we upgrade it in health or we update in the app, they are going to share information with each other. You can also set how much water you want to take in throughout the day, and you can also customize how much in each cup. My default cup is going to be 32 ounces. That is the biggest water bottle that I drink throughout the day. I'm going to set my smallest to 8 ounces, and let's make the medium a 12 ounce. And then my large will be my 32 ounce, with the default going to 32. So it's always going to add 32 unless I say otherwise, and you can switch back and forth between milliliters or ounces depending on which one you feel comfortable with. You can take a picture of your plant and you can share it with your friends or on social media as well to unlock other badges. If you are needing reminders to drink water throughout the day, Plant Nanny can leave a badge to let you know how many more cups of water you need to drink. Or if you choose so, every 4 hours Plant Nanny will send a reminder to your lock screen to remind you to drink more water. So there's just a quick overview of how Plant Nanny works. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of this. Now the pros, of course, is that first of all, it is super cute. I love having a reason to hydrate because the plant is depending on me, and it gets sad and withers and sometimes dies if you don't hydrate regularly. So it does kind of give you more motivation in order to go out and get your hydration, because it's not just me, it's my plant that's depending on the hydration. The graphics are super cute. It is super easy to use, and as you can see, it is very, very customizable depending on how often you're going to hydrate. It does keep things like your height and weight, just kind of your overall physique and how active you are, into consideration before giving you a suggestion as to how much you need to hydrate. So if you are lost as to how much you need to hydrate in the first place, this app will cover that as well. Just by giving your information to it, it will give you its best estimate as to how much hydration you actually need. So easy to use, super cute, and motivating as well. Now, some of the drawbacks to this would be, first of all, that it doesn't allow for more than 32 ounces for your largest cup, because my largest bottle is actually 40 ounces, and I do a couple of those per day, and it doesn't let me go all the way up to 40. So what I have to do is I have to enter a 32 ounce and then enter an 8 ounce, but it thinks I'm doing 2 drinks back to back, and then it gets a little upset at me for over hydrating. And so that is kind of a little bit annoying, trying to have to keep track of that, but it is still easy to do. You know, I just have to keep in track. When I finish 40 ounces, it's actually 32 and then 8. So other than that, I mean, everything else seems to be very, very easy to use. Like I said, there is a paid subscription model, but you can get just as much out of this just by using the free model. There are plenty of different things that you can do with it. You just don't get some of the extra perks and exclusive flower pots and stuff, but I mean, that's not really why we're playing this game, is it? It's really just to keep ourselves hydrated. So if that motivates you further, you know, just getting all of the extra special stuff, then you do have that option, and it is very affordable. The subscription model, I believe, is fairly cheap, depending on whether you want to pay by the month or by the year. So make sure that you check that out while you are looking at the description of the app before you download it. But overall, this is really good if you are the type of person who forgets to drink. I love that it has those every 4-hour reminders to get something to drink, and just remember that you need to be hydrating throughout the day. So this can be a very, very good reminder, just if you need something that's keeping you going, and it's a fun little game on the side as well. So that is a look at Plant Nanny. Why don't you let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm also going to have a link in the description if you would like to check it out for both iOS and for Google Play. So did you find this fun, informative, helpful? Why don't you let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can keep up on all the running information that I have coming out all the time. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you could join me. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. See you later.